In this video, we will discuss 3 Reddit stories where a woman cheated on her boyfriend with her boyfriend's dad. The stories will be read in first person. Story 1. I was 25 years old and my boyfriend and I were starting to drift apart. And I desperately wanted us to work out. By this point, we had been together for 5 years. And I did not want to start over. But rather than work with me, my boyfriend started avoiding me and hiding his phone. He would stay out much later than he used to. At the start of our relationship, he would rush home from work to see me. Now he would get home around 10 or 11 at night, even though I knew he got off at 5. So I knew he was cheating, but I didn't want to accept it. Until one night he came home and told me I had to leave the house within the week. I had nowhere to go, but I had no right to the house as he had bought it, and even though I gave him money each month for it, he never put my name on the mortgage. I do not have a good family life, so I had nowhere to go. I was crushed, scared, but I knew I needed to think fast. So the only person I knew and trusted within a short driving distance was my boyfriend's dad. I went there and told him the whole story. He was very understanding, and he helped me by listening to my problem and giving me money for a down payment on an apartment. I was so thankful, and I really wanted to return the favor. And considering he is just an older version of the man I loved, I made a move and kissed him. He didn't pull back. So I kissed him again, and let's just say it progressed greatly from there. It was a fun night, and in the morning I left and texted me now ex and said, "Thanks for nothing," and "I slept with your dad." I then blocked his number and never spoke to his dad. Needless to say, revenge was served. Story 2. Backstory: my boyfriend lived with his dad and we were always hanging out there. Even when my boyfriend would go to work, I would stay and hang out with his dad. My boyfriend's dad is an older but hotter version of my boyfriend. My boyfriend and I had only been dating for about 3 months when I could tell this was going nowhere, so I decided before I end this I should see if I could at least sleep with the hot dad, right? So I built out my plan. After my boyfriend went to work, I decided to wear a sports bra and a pair of shorts to watch TV with him. I didn't make any moves, but I could tell he was interested. The next night after my boyfriend left, I decided to go one step further and wear tight leggings and one of my smaller bras. Again, no moves were made, but I sat closer to him on the couch. The next night my boyfriend didn't work, so I was not able to continue my plan. But the following night I was back at it. I decided I was going to go for it, and I walked out to the couch with nothing on and sat on it lap. Needless to say, he did not push me away, and it was an amazing time. He was unsure of what to do after we finished, so I told him I was going to break up with his son tomorrow, and he said okay. The next day I did, and he was heartbroken, but a week later I messaged his dad, and we became friends with benefits for a while. This went on for a few months before I found someone, the person I wanted to be with. So no regrets, and I don't think my ex ever found out. Story 3. I was dating this guy who lived with his dad, and his dad was almost always around. He was always working on the house, and the house was small, so I would always see him. He would work with his shirt off, and he wasn't ripped by any means, but he was thin with the skinny man abs. On top of that, he had an awesome beard. Looking way better than my boyfriend, who has no beard and is chubby from video games. One day my boyfriend went to grab some stuff from the store and I stayed back. I started flirting with his dad, and his dad straight up asked if I wanted to mess around, so I did, and it was awesome. I am still dating my boyfriend and also still hooking up with his dad. I guess the best of both worlds. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like this, let us know in the comments.